Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are all doing well. I'm here today to do a review of two handbags. I generally do reviews of my unboxings, the handbags that I've unboxed, about 2 months after, so that I can get a good amount of wear. These two bags are actually more than 2 months now, but I think the reason why I decided to hold off on it is because I haven't been using them as much in the 2 months. So I decided to use it longer and then give you a review. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Emily and I love handbags. I also love travel, fashion, luxury. So if you like any or all of those things, consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell so that you'll be notified of my future videos. I like doing reviews because it gives you an honest opinion of my thoughts of the bag and how I've liked it after using it for a while. So it's not a first impression. It is something that I've kept notes on every time I use it, what I like, what I don't like, and just what the bag is good for as well. If you like that kind of information and like that kind of detail, definitely continue to watch. I'll also be including timestamps below so that you can kind of jump around if you needed to go back to something or use this as a reference in case you do end up wanting a refresher. I know a lot of people do research on handbags before purchasing them. I certainly do. And this is just a very prudent way to get information before buying a new bag that is very expensive. So the two bags that I'm going to talk about today are both from Mulberry. So here they are. One is this Darley crossbody in the small size. This one is actually more like a walk. I will talk more about it in just a second. And the other one is the micro Amberley, which is very tiny in comparison, but they both are very unique and they're good for different purposes. This one I think I unboxed back in March and this one back in May. So yeah, this one has definitely been a lot longer than the 2 months, but I also have used this a lot less. I will go into the use cases and my thoughts now. So I think I'll talk about this Amberley one first. This one is one of the only micro-sized bags I have ever purchased, and it probably will be the last one I will purchase as well, just because I find myself not using this a lot. And it's not because of the color or the design. I think it's very good for both the colors. I love this one. It goes with basically everything I wear. But this one, I think why I reach for it a lot less is because of just how much it can fit. So there's a very small use case for this bag, at least for me, because I bring a lot more items than maybe somebody who's very, very minimalistic. Giving you a small background of this bag is, like I said, the micro Amberley, so it does come in larger sizes, which I think is more practical. I will list the other larger size than this, so the small, the medium below, and it is on sale right now. So if you're interested, I would highly recommend this style, so I will link those below. The micro Amberley looks exactly the same. It has these little loops where the strap goes through, so it's a leather strap that's adjustable. And it goes through this loop, and you can actually remove this altogether. You can remove the leather strap, you can remove the metal part even. I don't know why you would do that, but if you were to just remove the leather strap, you can put a different strap on it. So you can put, a gold, silver, a metal chain on it so you can dress it up. But overall, I think this is a very comfortable strap, and the fact that it's adjustable makes it very user-friendly. I've used this mainly for going out to lunch while I'm on my breaks, happy hours. Like when I bring a big tote with my laptop and I, want to go out for these small events, I don't bring my laptop, my big tote bag with me. I grab this out of my bag and then I put cards, cash, keys, and the lip gloss or something like that. So it's very, very compact and it can fit all of those things. So it's very useful. I do use it. It's just, like I said, the use case is very small. So I end up not using it as often as some of my other handbags. However, having one in my collection, I think was very, very smart choice. So let me just tell you the specs of this bag. I wrote it down here so I don't forget. This one weighs empty, but with the strap, 0.33 pounds. So it's very, very lightweight. It's like, it basically doesn't weigh anything at all. It is 4.5 inches wide, 1.5 inches deep, and 4 inches tall. So it is a very, like I said, compact bag, but it's leather lined, it's leather on the outside, it's leather everywhere, and it's very luxe. So let me just show you what I actually can fit in here. So I generally have about 3 cards with me that I would put into this bag. It's usually my ID, you know, a couple of credit cards, and there's actually a slip pocket in the very back of this bag. So if I just did that real quick, you can see it. It's very snug, but it does fit right there. I don't know if you can see right there. So there's a slip pocket. And then I generally put a lippy. So this is a Dior lip maximizer, and that can fit in there sideways like this, as you can see. And then I usually have my car keys. I don't have my car keys right here, so I'm just gonna use this little like fob thing right now to show you for size. There's like a little keychain at the end of it too, so if I put that in there, you can see that there's still a little bit of space right here, and then there's no problems closing this as well. So there we go. It's not bulky, it's not bulging, and then I can easily sling this over like so, and then I can wear it out to like I said, to lunch. I can wear it to happy hour. I can wear it to grab coffee really quick if I need it to, but it's very compact in here. And so yeah, I just love throwing this in my tote bag for work. It's also great for travel. Like, you know, if you're staying somewhere and you just want to, like your hotel room, and you just want to go downstairs to grab a coffee or grab a pastry, but you know, you don't want to hold, you know, your lip gloss and your cards and your room key. You can toss them in here very easily, and it is very cute and it doesn't take a lot of space. So I think this is a great option for travel as well. I cannot really use this bag for anything but those specific cases, mainly because, you know, if I run errands, like, you know, I would want my phone to be able to fit in here. I would like usually a water bottle maybe, or sunglasses, and that can definitely not fit in here. Although because there are these metal hoops, I have talked about this in the past, but this Senreve sunglass case is very useful for this purpose. So the sunglass case has a little hook, and so you could, let me put this on, hook it to this ring, and then now your sunglasses, which won't fit into this little bag, will be able to like hang right here. So for example, now if I put it back on, you'll see that it does look kind of weird because, you know, there's like an extra bag of a bag, very multi-pochette like, but it does work, right? So you can see that, you can wear that, and then you have your sunglasses. So it takes a little bit more coordination, like you have to bring it, but if you have it already anyway, this sunglass case is called the Lunette case, also has a zipper back pocket, so you can put more stuff like cash and other things. But yeah, your sunglasses would be safely stored right here. So yeah, I really love this case. Even if I don't plan on clipping it on anything, I sometimes bring it just because it's a sunglass case, and you can also clip this to your belt loop. This one is very unique, but we're not talking about the Lunette's case, but I do want to share it with you in case you were thinking like, oh, well, this is too small. It can actually work for a lot of things. So as long as you have other backup plans, like being able to clip it off of this metal loop, you can definitely be able to carry everything you need. In terms of wear and tear, this bag has done extremely well. It's a fairly light color, but I will say there is nothing that it has rubbed off color from. There are no scratches, there are no like gashes. So as you can see at the front, it's very pristine, the side, the back, the other side, and then the bottom. The strap itself is also extremely nice. There are no peeling, there's nothing there. And then the metal on the front open looks like that. There might be some like, you know, indentations of the smooth leather on the inside, but you can't really tell. Nothing seems like it's, no pop stitches, nothing like, you know, out like definitely wrong from the usage. So yeah, I've been using this on and off, like I said, for shorter period of times, but since March. So it's definitely held up really well. The goat skin is doing really well, and yeah, I would highly recommend this. So this one retails for, I think I saw online right now, $450. But it does range. Like sometimes it's a little bit more, sometimes a little bit less. I will link it if I could find it. I did buy this earlier this year, so it may not be available anymore, but I will link whatever I can find. I definitely have seen larger ones on sale, and I will list that below as well. Alrighty, so moving on to this bag. This bag I've had since May, so it's a little bit newer, but I have also not used this as often as I would have hoped during this period of time, but I did want to share it with you now that I've gotten a little bit more use out of it. This one is a pebbled leather, unlike the goat skin leather. So this is a cowhide leather, and it has the very traditional postman lock right here versus the Amberley, which has a twist lock. This one has a back pocket, whereas the other one didn't, and it has like a gusseted side right here, so you can open it a little bit more, and it's pretty roomy, I'd say. So like if I had a card, I can easily pop it in there, and yeah, you could probably put a few cards and cash as well, but my phone, which I have the Pixel 5, won't fit. So you can see it's too big. If in a pinch, you can probably put it like this, but yeah, it won't fit that way. The construction of this bag is very pop of colory. You can see it's orange here, which is what drew me to this bag in the first place. But otherwise, it looks like your typical walk. There is a slip pocket up in the front right here. There is a zip pocket behind that. So you can see, there we go. And then there's another slip back area right here, as well as 8 card slots at the back of the bag. And then the rest of the bag is a big compartment, like just open like so. It does kind of dome inwards on all sides, so you don't get the full amount of space, but it does actually fit quite a bit because you can see it does expand. So this bag is called the Darley small crossbody bag, I believe, but I actually think of it more as a wallet on chain kind of. It definitely feels more big than a wallet on chain, but yeah, otherwise I would say it's more of a clutch than a handbag, so as you can see. So a little bit of background specs on this bag. The size of this bag across this way is 7.5 inches. The height of this bag is 4.5 inches, and the depth at the largest, because it tapers upwards, but the depth down here is 1.5 inches. This bag, empty, but with the chain. So this bag does come with a chain. It's a metal, pretty substantial weight chain. Together, it's 0.9 pounds, so just under 1 pound. And it is leather lined as well as leather on the outside. So very luxurious, very nice. I do want to point out that the back pocket, though, is not leather lined. It's a fabric lined. And I believe this, let me just check. Yeah, so this back pocket's also not fully leather. So it's fully leather on the back, but against this side, it's fabric. And then the pocket here is fabric lined as well. And then the pocket up front is also fabric lined. So there are some places where it's fabric, but I think it's just to help with the bulkiness and the weight. I don't notice it being different though if it's fabric lined. I think it still works just as well for those pockets. This bag I actually have used more often just because you can fit more stuff in it. I generally use this for, running errands for the day. I have even, used it for a nicer event, so like maybe a summer dinner, or you can definitely wear it to a wedding as well. I love that it comes with this chain. I do want to point out that this chain is not a clip chain, it is a bar. So this bar right here, you see, can fit into the little rivet right here. And I wanted to point out this part. So you'll see that you thread it through here and then you pull it out this way. You see this? And then that's it. So it locks. But you can't pull it all the way through because there is a circular chain, so you cannot thread it, so it gets stuck. So let me just show you what I mean. It gets stuck, which is really something that I was a little bummed about because I am quite short. So what I ended up doing, if I was hoping I could adjust it, but I can't. So what I ended up doing is actually creating a chain loop right here to shorten the chain strap. So let me just put the other one in and then I'll show you what I mean. So there we are. That's the other side. Now, so the chain is now on, but then you can see that I have this extra bit that I looped back onto itself to shorten it because otherwise it would be too tall for me. So now I've shortened it so that it works well for me, but I am 5'1". If you're taller, you'll probably be able to get a little bit more on this chain. I can actually also wear this crossbody very nicely. So if you're, again, taller than me, you may not be able to wear a crossbody, but you can definitely wear it on the shoulder if you don't clip this chain like I did. But yeah, you can also put in other chains that have the bar attachment. So yeah, it's not a clip, so you won't be able to do that, but I'm sure you can find ways to get around it as well. So that's just how I've been going about this. But yeah, I want to point that out that while it's a chain, it does not seem to be able to thread all the way through to shorten. If you're a shorty like me, you definitely need to find a different option to shorten the chain. So what fits in this bag? The first thing I'll show you is this mini pochette from Louis Vuitton. I have my headphones in here. I have a lotion. It's not like super full, but there's definitely, you know, something in here. And just to show you, it can fit into this bag, but you can see that it kind of just takes up the entire space. So for reference, it does fit. You can close the bag, but you may not want to do that because then you can't fit anything else. So this is what it looks like. So I'm taking this back out. I have other things I usually bring. So I have a wallet. So this is my Dior, you know, card wallet that can fit in there. I also have a lippy. This is the Dior Lip Maximizer. I may have, let's see, I cannot fit my sunglasses with this. Actually, let's see if I probably wouldn't just put my sunglasses in here, but just to try. So it does sit right on top like there. So the width is big enough. And then if I closed it, you can see it's not bulging. It looks pretty good. If I were to, let's say, just take out some cards. So if I have a few cards, I can just slip it in the back pocket. And then if you have cash, you can slip it into this zip pocket. And then you can put your phone in here. The phone doesn't fit in the zip pocket. It's like very, very, oh, actually it does. But it's like very, yeah, it actually will fit. But I have a smaller phone than most people. So if you have a bigger phone than the Pixel, it won't fit. It won't fit in this very front one. It'll fit into the zipper pocket and it'll fit into this main compartment. And then sometimes I like to bring a backup battery and that can fit in here as well. So there we go. And then your sunglasses can also fit on top like that. And then you can close the bag and it'll be fine. And then a lot of people also ask if you can put water bottles. I don't think you should because you can't close it and it looks very, very bad. So no water bottles in this one. And then another one people want to know about is iPad mini. This one will definitely not fit in here. So yep, this is definitely a very compact bag and it's for more like errand running, a clutch. It's more like a clutch. This bag I saw retails online for about $875, although it ranges depending on the material. It does come in a lot of different sizes, so I did see some on sale, so I'll list that below. This one also does come in a bigger size, which if I could find it, I'll also link below as well. I do like this one for its compactness and the I mean, it's 0.9 pounds, so it's not too heavy, and a lot of it is due to the chain, so if you don't wear it with a chain, just wear it as a clutch, it does feel very nice. I love the pop of color. Not all of them are two-tone, but if you like that kind of, like you don't want to have an orange bag, but you want to still be fun, this is actually a really good option. Going into the wear and tear of this bag, again, even though it is a different leather than the micro Amberley, this Darley still looks really good. This is the calfskin pebbled, and just to give you a run over of what it looks like, there are no stains, no scratches, no peels, no color transfers. The inside, which is the smooth leather, you might be able to see some indentations, but not really. So you can see that it looks very clean. Yep. One thing I did want to point out that I was worried when I got this bag is this little stitch and this stitch right here. If you put anything too bulky and you stretch this out, I could see this actually popping, but it hasn't done that yet. But that's one of my biggest worry, is one of these two or both of them would pop the stitch at some point. But yeah, hasn't happened yet. Very low-key bag, no wear and tear, fairly good price, and it fits a decent amount of stuff, so I would very highly recommend this one as well. So there we have it. This is the review of these two bags since I have unboxed it earlier this year. Have you owned any of these bags? Do you still currently have it? Do you like it? These both are new to my collection. I have other Mulberry bags, but not these styles and definitely not the size, so I'm really glad to have one in my collection. Between the two, I would say this one's more unique for me because I don't have it in any other brands either. For this one, while I do like the space and, you know, the price point and the material, I feel like I do have other wallet on chains that I could pick up and use. So yeah, so this one's not as special to me, but it is a beautiful two-tone piece that I think if you don't have a wallet on chain already, that you should look into Mulberry, because the price point is much better than, let's say, you know, your Chanel ones or Louis Vuitton ones. So yeah, it's definitely, I believe this one was like under $700. So for a full leather bag in and out, this is amazing. So I'd love to hear your thoughts. Which one do you like better? Would you pick one up? I will list again all of the sale prices, the ones that are good deals right now, below. If you do pick one up, I would love to hear your comment below. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys on my next one. Bye.